after 5 different games this season. 5 games, 5 separate games as compared to last season. It's a key team, almost 8 games and Sana Chelsea 11 points last season. This season, after 5 games under coach Enzo Maresca or Chelsea, it looks as if things are definitely on the ascendancy in everything on the ball, off the ball, the quality of play, and a lot of the outlets, a lot of the media houses who consistently said they didn't see how Enzo Maresca was playing, they didn't see a pattern of play for Chelsea. All of a sudden, Obia is beginning to understand and agree. Say Enzo Maresca has something in place for them, and I've said it several times. This day and age, Saudi Chelsea in common up. Yes, you need to be cautiously optimistic because the phases of growth of the team will take a while, and it's going to take a while before Chelsea gets to the real top. They get to the real completion of project normal starting. But it looks as if Enzo Maresca definitely is the man to take Chelsea to the levels where they want to get to, at least on the back of what he has shown. After beating team my friend West Ham United, how good Chelsea were yesterday. I was telling you about the rotations on the ball circulation, ball retention, and the fact that they were able to marry Sewunya Bona once you play forward quickly, once you retain the ball, once you circulate the ball. Signing money is very, very important. In this day and age, you can't just build a team up and you're just too soft and every day just want to have the ball. Sometimes you need to be quick and play to the channels like Nicolas Jackson. In fact, since 2023, last year, Chelsea had not scored a single goal from a set piece this season. Not from a set piece, from a counter attack. This season, Chelsea has shared 5 goals from counter attacks already this season. It tells you the quality of the work across to all Chelsea already. Everything seems to be going on clear. And then Chelsea, that 5th position of English Premier League game with 10 points, 3 wins, 1 draw, 1 loss of English Premier League game, 5 goals against normal conceded. The next 5 games there, but then that's my first question for you. Fiifi-Manfred on YouTube. Subscribe to the channel now. Subscribe to the channel and turn on notification. It's imperative. So subscribe to the channel. No turn on notification. And this is my first question to you. And then Fiifi-Manfred on YouTube as we start a conversation. 5 games at Chelsea are done. The how many points are they going to have in after the international break? Maybe Bournemouth, West Ham United, Brighton and Hove Albion, Nottingham Forest. How many points that Chelsea been? Maybe make 10, maybe make 11, maybe make 12. 2 out of 4 games now. Chelsea had the maximum 6 points out of them. Aka Brighton, any team my friend Nottingham Forest. Brighton any unbeaten. Still, Nottingham Forest unbeaten. 2 of them boy, and you could see that there are clear spaces in between them. As the Chelsea don't come out, maybe they can get something. But 5 games, next 5 games are can maybe someone. And then you may let me know how many games you think how many points do you think that Chelsea being every side games with 1? Brighton, Forest, Liverpool, away at Liverpool, home to Newcastle, and away at Manchester United. It's a simple home Forest, home Brighton, away Liverpool, home Newcastle, and then home away at Manchester United. I think that the only game one shame Chelsea may not get the maximum points. No, game I'm here very certain. So one share Chelsea will not get the maximum points. Home against Newcastle United. Newcastle will come and sit back. How we negotiate that will be very important. But stands down home form and the best. And it looks as if the fans that go for home games don't really do so much to help the team. So I'm a little bit confused as to how good they can be when they play at home in that game. And how Chelsea can be in there. Now I have another one for you. If you look at the last few games, in fact from preseason up till now, Malo Gusto and about right back, of course, with the injury of Reece James, definitely was always going to be Malo Gusto. Now the injury of Malo Gusto in that game, before the Bournemouth one, before the international break, did mean Chelsea had to find a way. So in the first game against Bournemouth, in the first half against Bournemouth, Enzo Maresca able with tossing with Axel Disasi at right back. Now it got to a point where not Disasi performance wasn't the best. Chelsea had to change something. They had to tweak something. Now in the second half, for the tossing at the and everybody saw he pushed a branch from Wesley Fofana to the right hand side, and the tossing by centre back. In the last game against West Ham United, it was same. Obi Oshe tossing is beginning to tell you tossing is very good on the ball or height, he is very good. And only one of the best attributes of tossing at the BIO is the fact his style of play fits both Cowell and Abrante Feno Wesley Fofana, because we say Makacho say Wesley Fofana is the aggressor of the two center backs. He goes to pushing, be aggressive, win duels and stuff like that. Whilst Levi Cole does the sweeping job. Now Tosin can be a sweeper, he can be also the aggressor. Also in the West Ham game, there were times he was very aggressive, there were times when he sweeps. In fact, he comes across as a very calm, cool, collected gentleman. But then again, he can do those jobs. Now, with Malo Gusto returning from injury, with the fact that in 2 games, Yabo, Wesley Fofana in that zone and of the right hand side or from the RB, Nasenebea, Chelsea Gitabon, back to the Wesley, Chelsea Sandra and then Levi Cole. The question I'm asking, second question, and then he said, do you think that Chelsea should stick with almost style of having the 3 center backs in Tosin Adera keeping Abrante friend Wesley Fofana on the right hand side and then playing with Levi Cole on the left hand side? And now say Malo goes to retain here. Malo should get back into the team. I think that the technical ability, the aggressive defending, the fact that the players are in close proximity, and 3 of them, they complement each other. Me, I'm tempted to say it should be this 3 playing as a back 3 and then managing Abrante and Malo Gusto in game. Matches be on Mama Baba start, matches be on Mama Baba from the bench. I think that that's going to be important. I like the fact that this is Chelsea's best shape currently without the ball, and it gives Chelsea a very good rest defense, especially say Marco Cry inverted Ebeka Moise Caicedo one. It is easy for them to know which zones they are supposed to be in. Even if it's a Marco Cry back to make it a back 4, it's easier like that. Then you have Enzo Fernandez. Again, the inversion of Marco Cry has proven to be very important. And then Ranameka say Oshe game, no, not say Oshe ball, no, Oshe how the ball goes. You will not see the importance of Enzo Fernandez, but his quality in the middle of the park. And again, it's aided by the fact that Marco Correa comes next to Moises Caicedo. Then Enzo Fernandez and Nico Palmer are in the second phase in terms of ball reception, supplying it to the wide areas, receiving it in between the lines, playing forward and being some creative up at Chelsea in Fiifi, which is very, very important for them, and that's the quality. But 2 players have stand out. In fact, 1 player has stand out. Time he started season in the game against Manchester City, everybody sang the song and the praise of Abrante your friend Romeo Lavia. But those of us who are known the job of Romeo Lavia consistently, we're talking about the boy, we're talking about how good he is as a player. And I remember I kept on saying that I saw him at Southampton. It was a game when Thomas Tuchel was the coach of Chelsea at Southampton. A DM, a boy, half volley shot, and he shared Chelsea. It was Kepa Arrizabalaga also in the post away at St. Mary's Park. And that's when I really understood the quality of Abrante, the friend of Romeo Lavia in the middle of the park. Again, away from him, in the last few games, people have now also come to accept say Abrante Feno, Moises Caicedo, the quality has shown excellent football, winning duels, and now we're winning the most duels than any player in the English Premier League this season in a single match. That's the quality. In fact, combined for all the games that have been played, Abrante Feno, Moises Caicedo, and we need also the joint top number of balls win, duels, ground duels here winning for a player in the English Premier League. That is the quality of Abrante your friend of Moises Caicedo in the middle of the park. Now, and then on the Instagram of Abrante your friend Romeo Lavia, Romeo did post a picture of Onoa Oyechini and all a time, and I told him I'll say time, work coming together, or say all back together. It looks as if he is fit, and maybe Chelsea's next game on my both against Brighton and Hove Albion, no, and maybe the next one against Nottingham Forest. Abrante your friend Romeo Lavia may feature in the game, which is important. He has been a very, very important player. Now again, how long can you wait for such a combination? I can't wait for Romeo Lavia and Moises Caicedo on FIFA, and especially in that big game away to Liverpool. If Chelsea gets Romeo Lavia and Moises Caicedo on FIFA, I think it's going to be huge. It's going to be bonkers. I bet one of the most midfield dominance displays on FIFA. If Chelsea able to get Abrante, Romeo Lavia and Moises Caicedo on FIFA to dominate the game, control the game. We'll wait to see. There are 3 more games to go before our match, and I'm waiting patiently. In fact, the Brighton game, Nottingham Forest, I'm expecting at most Nottingham Forest game he may be in the center waiting to start against team your friend in Liverpool and West Ham, the Manchester United in the next 5 games at Chelsea. In a big game went on. See, I want to ask you a question. Mikel Arteta or Jose Mourinho region, and also Jose Pep Guardiola region. And see, Arteta is one of the best tactical brains you can get. And McCann has said several times, if you can Chelsea can confirm because Haram boy, especially time when Thomas Tuchel or now about very defensive, about with a back 3s and becomes a back 5 sometimes, and they transit and score you goals. But that's exactly what Mikel Arteta, the kind of team that Mikel Arteta are building. And then at the Etihad, Makani several times here. So we are Arsenal, that's also person of League media. You need to make sure that you beat City. It's as simple as that. Because all of the teams in the English Premier League, they all a lot of quality. The person that can go toe to toe with City and possibly beat them this season, Arsenal. You need to do everything possible to make sure that you beat them. Now, Mikel Arteta was straightforward. He was honest on what he said. When it comes to pressing too much very high, pressing too aggressive, City will probably tear you apart. So there are games where you need to focus more on the defensive solidity of the game. And he did it against team, my friend Atlanta, away at Bergamo. Atlanta, a team, they press you man for man. They make it difficult for you to play from the back. They make it difficult for you to create chances. So you need to be defensively very, very resolute. And coming today at home at the Etihad, it was simple for Brentford friend Mikel Arteta playing with Ricardo Calafiori. And before the game, if you go to my Twitter at Fiifi-Manfred, you see it over there. Why I did post them? See, you look at Brentford friend Ricardo Calafiori. He's coming into this game for three separate things. One, the physicality when he has to defend 1v1 from wide areas. If it's going to be Jeremy Doku, if it's going to be Salvinho, if it's going to be any of those nimble-footed City players from wide areas, he has that ability to do that. Again, the physicality in the box for the box defending. Brentford friend Ricardo Calafiori, he has that as well. And again, one thing that he is so much underrated for, the technical ability on the ball from Brentford friend Ricardo Calafiori. When we started the game, you look at Man City, but exactly as we expected. City will have loads of the ball. They'll try and dominate the space. They'll create chances from certain areas. But Shebon, look at it in between the lines. Look at the goal. Brentford friend Erling Haaland. This Arsenal defense for the very first time made a simple mistake. There was the space between Brentford friend Gabriel Magalhaes and William Saliba was too wide. And that is where Brentford friend Erling Haaland took advantage of, slid in between the two centre backs and then got the advantage and scored a goal. And that's the thing with Erling Haaland. Once we're modifying the run so well, Haaland, you can play the ball ahead of him. He may be in an outside position, but then he will dart out before he dashes in and then hit you. And also, Erling Haaland, also game, definitely he got a goal for Manchester City to open up the lines. Then the next thing is exactly what we've been talking about. The technical ability of Ricardo Calafiori. Meaning, say in go for a discuss say Sabo na share. Was it a red card? Was it a goal and a goal? A sank referee fair ball on the back. But look at the ball close. Kyle Walker moved back into his shape. You cannot tell me that Kyle Walker didn't move back into shape. He did move back into shape. He moved back into shape. He had a lot of time to move back into shape. Now, once they pinned the ball to Gabriel Martinelli, everything I am interested in is the technical ability of Ricardo Calafiori. Technical ability and left foot from the left hand side, but all back on the far post. He didn't even do the body shift to show that he's playing it there. It is just a shimmy of the leg. And a branch from Ricardo Calafiori found the top right corner of Ederson goal. And again, it was testament of the technical ability of the branch from Ricardo Calafiori. Left footer in the left zone, gets in the job done for Arsenal Football Club. And it was 1-1. Now, immediately it was 1-1. Then it came down to the nitty gritties. Mekai, saying in my pre-match analysis, I did mention, said the game may come down to something very minute as set pieces. So the game may come down to something very minute as set pieces. And you see, it is minute in the conversation. But in the game prep, and as a game preparation, it's important. As now you saw a DB, I have friend the blockers. The blockers. Said, yeah, Bokona. Baby at Thomas Partey. And the two main blockers were Gabriel Martinelli and Thomas Partey. Blocking their runners to make sure they prevent one, Ruben Diaz from jumping. That's the job of Thomas Partey. And two, also impeding the jump of goalkeeper Ederson Morales and Josko Varela in the box. Was also the job by Brancha friend Gabriel Martinelli, and they got the job done by 2-1 in the first half. Of course, the red card for Leandro Trossard changed the whole conversation. Yes, it's a second year look at the rules are clear. Referees no catch wrong. If you kick the ball to delay restart a yellow card, they don't do it again. It is a yellow card. They'll give you a red card. They don't care. So the rules were clear. Leandro Trossard knew it. Arsenal phoned him. Mikel Arteta knew it. He went ahead to kick the ball. There was nothing wrong done by referee. On the day by the English referees. Of course, they made a lot of mistakes, but this definitely wasn't one of them. It's about consistency. I understand that somebody says that Jeremy Doku did say what the refereeing team did not see, but that's exactly what it is. It's a yellow card. Arsenal got a red card, and in the second half, I remember I was tweeting, say Arsenal are going to sit back in a 5. I said it was going to be a 5-3-1 in the back. But to my surprise, your call gave them Then Mikel Arteta pushes back Gabriel Martinelli, makes it a 6-3 at the back, making it very, very difficult for City to have any of the ball. City to of course penetrates them. And again, the ball was moving sideways. I think that immediately City begin to resort to shots. And once the ball comes, they want to hit it. Ruben Diaz and all of those players. You knew that Arsenal have done an excellent job in there. Now City really did miss Kevin De Bruyne. They did miss Rodri Cascante because these are pass masters. These are guys who will not take 2 touches or 1 touch like what City were doing. City of Bona, they take a touch. Mateo Kovacic, same for even Abante Efeno, Jack Grealish, Gundogan. These are not the pass masters. The pass masters were on the bench and they didn't play, especially for Rodri in the second half. It was would have been a simple pass. Once the ball comes, someone will to hit Arsenal because of how good they are at seeing the pass. No, they did not do that in there. And now, of course, in the last bit, an excellent also corner kick routine, set piece routine, shot from a branch of Jack Grealish, combining quickly with John Stones, sending in a shot in there. The ball gets blocked, and then of course John Stones was there, right there in front of him, getting us now the equalizer. Haram. Fiifi-Manfred on YouTube. So subscribe to the channel now. Subscribe to the channel and turn on notification. A very, very imperative part. So always subscribe to the channel. Now turn on notification now asking on Fiifi-Manfred on YouTube. Now let's go to the last one. FC Barcelona. As a team, my friend of Villarreal. Just before I came in, Barca were leading. Also, I given him, and of course, this is the job being done by Hansi Flick. 5-1 in this game at Barca for Bueno. There were about 6 La Masia graduates, and if you ever, Pablo Torre was one of them. Fran Garcia, Pedri, Martin, Inigo Martinez, Dominguez, all of them are players who free. La Masia, of course, also with Abrantia, your friend Lamine Yamal in there. I think that it's the same shape, having Fran Garcia, having Abrantia friend Eric Garcia in the middle of the pack as the first receiver on the ball, and Pablo Torre. Torre wasn't too good at the beginning, but now 1 assist and 1 goal for team and friend FC Barcelona, and it tells you the quality that comes in. He didn't have a good game, but dominated. I think that the game was too open for team and friend Rafinha, team and friend Villarreal, Moraes defense. No, it wasn't a good one. And anytime Rafinha got onto the ball, Lamine will get onto the ball. You could tell they outnumber Villarreal for on my last line of defense. They created quality chances, and then they did tear team up. Their friend of FC Real Villarreal apart. Of course, look at the quality of the opening season. Abrantia, their friend of Robert Lewandowski, and the Hansi Flick. Quality display, and then he had a chance to score a hat-trick, but then failed to bury that one. But then again, you can't take anything away from him from the 2 goals or share here in the opening numbers of the game. Abrantia, your friend of Robert Lewandowski, the quality of play, the taking on the pace of the game, being good in front of post, and the killer instincts. Now that you name LFC Bayern Munich, we seem to have seen it back in Robert Lewandowski. So Barca 5-1 after saying Real Madrid to a share goal. And I will draw the curtain on today's show of Fiifi-Manfred on YouTube. Now, me had much now. We'll bring you 3 content. I see in the morning, one at 10, then another one at 12, and another one in the evening. I see, mind you, Chelsea have a big game against Barrow on Tuesday. So we'll bring you that preview, do all the other analysis of the other games now. I was on Fiifi-Manfred on YouTube. Thank you very much for subscribing.